Today we're going to look at the Eufy Robovac 30C robot vacuum, specifically how it compares to an iRobot Roomba 630, which I'm looking to replace. So the 30C is a mid-range robot vacuum in Eufy's lineup. I believe the C in this stands for connected, allowing you to control it via a smartphone app or bark at it via Google Home or Alexa, which is something that was sorely missing in my Roomba. Let's do a quick run through of what's inside the box. So here we have the owner's manual, the vacuum itself, which is nice and shiny, and also lighter than I expected. A charging dock, power adapter, remote control, and batteries come as pretty standard accessories for a robot vacuum. Extras include 2 rolls of magnetic boundary strips along with sticky tape. Replacement parts include spinning bristles and a rectangular particle filter. Let's do a quick comparison between the Eufy 30C and the iRobot 630, which is going to replace. The iRobot is about 5 years old and has served me well. In fact, I'm going to move the iRobot to the upstairs, which is a less trafficked area, to give it an early semi-retirement. The Eufy is more aesthetically pleasing, but the glossy top finish is easy to attract fingerprints and even pet hair. While unboxing the Eufy, I thought it would be much lighter, but in fact, lifting them up at the same time, they felt similar in weight. In terms of build quality, both feel well built. However, the Eufy is just missing the sturdier, go-anywhere, indestructible feel that the Roomba has. I'm sure it'll be fine, and it could be the shiny new factor that's making it feel less durable. Let's look at the underbellies of these devices. The Roomba's wheels are bigger, and the suspension has more travel than Eufy's. This allows the Roomba to navigate changes in floor elevation better. The Eufy has 2 spinning bristles to sweep debris into its pickup brush, as opposed to the Roomba's 1. It's also easier to see how much debris is in the Roomba's dustbin versus the Eufy's. The Eufy has a single brush pickup, whereas the Roomba has a rubber and a brush pickup. I want to show you a couple of last things before running the vacuums. The iRobot has a pickup handle, which is very useful when moving the vacuum between rooms or floors. The lack of a handle on the Eufy will also contribute to the amount of fingerprints on its glossy finish. They really should look into integrating a handle into all of their future models. You may have noticed that I added a white soft bumper strip to the iRobot. If you have white baseboards like 90% of North American homes, older models of Roombas tend to bump recklessly into them sometimes, leaving black scuff marks. This $10 bumper, which is just the fuzzy side of a strip of thick Velcro, mitigates that. The Eufy thankfully does not have this problem at all. One of my pet peeves about the old Roomba is that it was really loud. In fact, it was so loud that I couldn't stand being on the same floor while it was running. Let's take a listen to how loud the Roomba is and what it measures on the decibel meter. So it looks and sounds like the Roomba registers at close to 75 decibels. I can only describe the sound on hardwood as akin to a grinding industrial noise. And now for the Eufy. The Eufy is registering around 67 decibels. 7 or 8 decibels doesn't seem like much, but in the 70 decibel range, it actually means the Roomba is almost twice as loud as the Eufy. I'd like to show you the dustbins, as you'll be emptying them out frequently. The iRobot has a thin door that swings open sideways. It can also be removed. The Eufy dustbin opens like a book, which takes up more space. Depending on the size and shape of your garbage can opening, it may be harder to empty out the Eufy without making a mess. The bins look to hold about the same amount of debris, but I find that I'm emptying out the Eufy more often. Since the specs say the Eufy holds 0.6 liters versus the Roomba 0.5, I think that it means the Eufy is better at picking up debris than the Roomba. There's a small half-inch ledge leading to my kitchen that the iRobot would periodically get hung up on. So far, the Eufy handles this like a champ. A quirk about the Eufy Robovac is that the infrared sensors seem affected by direct sunlight or glare. Here, you can see the robot behaving erratically when working its way through the affected area. Since it seems to only happen in a very specific scenario, I did not find this to be a major issue during everyday use so far. Here's a clip of the Eufy docking itself without any issue underneath the TV cabinet. In summary, the decision to replace an aging Roomba with the Robovac 30C was well worth it. The biggest benefit for me was the smart factor. I'm now able to schedule the robot to run 5 days a week. With the Roomba, I'd be lucky if I remember to manually start the robot twice a week. The second most beneficial thing for me about the Eufy is that it's much quieter. Registering only 67 decibels, I'm not restricted as to when I can run it. I can now work, cook, or watch TV all while the vacuuming is happening in the background. These two major reasons are why my main floor has been the cleanest and pet hair free it's been in years. On the flip side, I do feel there's improvements to be had on the Eufy. First of all, keeping in mind that the Roomba 630 is a 5-year-old technology, the navigation still seems more refined than the Eufy. It certainly did not have the sunlight glare issue that I showed at around the 5-minute mark of this video. I also feel that the dustbin design on the Eufy could have been less cumbersome. I'm lucky that my trash bin with a 9-inch vertical opening is just able to fit the open dustbin entirely inside. If the opening was any shorter, it would be quite hard to empty the dustbin over the opening without spilling some of it on the floor. Lastly, a handle of some sort to carry the vacuum like what iRobots have is something that I miss having. Overall, I'm extremely happy with the Eufy filling in as the workhorse of my household. While the performance is about on par with the aging Roomba, the smart scheduling function and quieter operation are a godsend. These two features alone allow the robot to operate much more frequently, resulting in cleaner floors. If you'd like more product details of the Eufy Robovac 30C that I featured in this video, I've included the Amazon product page links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please like it if it's helped you with your purchasing decision, and goodbye for now.